Who is 45 NYC?
I would describe it as the most dedicated person on planet Earth. I mean, I'm not Superman, I'm not the best at everything, but when it comes to dedication, I think I've proven that. You know, I went through obstacles that, you know, even made me think twice, is this worth it? Can I do it? Am I doing something wrong? You know, what's going on? And I just said, you know what? Reset and let's try it again. And that's what brought it to today, that, you know, I could say it again and over. I'm the record holder here in Jamaica. You know, it's a big accomplishment.
Of course, this person needs no introduction. Record holder, the man himself.
NYC.
4-5 NYC. 45, what's going on, bro?
I'm here, man, I'm here.
It's definitely a pleasure having you for this exclusive one-on-one. I know you were supposed to leave today,
Right.
but you delayed your trip so we could have this interview.
Right. This is going to be very big for the sport, because there's a beginning, middle, and to present to what has transpired to being the record holder here in, you know, Jamaica.
Definitely.
So we're just trying to fill you in and show you the journey of what happened on what was led up to me being the Jamaica national front-wheel drive holder. We loaded the container, I think it was April 15th of 2022. I'm still in shock. This car, the next time you'll see this car is in the country, Jamaica. We loaded the container, me and Bebo, as everyone knows, you know, Brian, Bebo Distribution, downtown Kingston. He said, hey, listen, I'm shipping my car to Jamaica, you know, I think you should ship yours. I said, me? Ship my car to Jamaica? Like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, we race out there. And I'm like, nah, bro. After a while, fast forward, he just convinced me, and I said, you know what, I woke up one day, I'm gonna ship my car.
My last white door, you know? Put on my yard there. Control the place, you see me?
Ready for the Jamaican weather, Jamaican temperature.
Make sure that she's nice and clean, you see me?
Everything I work, nothing to plug out.
Everything I work. Full street cars still, you know, yeah, man. Turn on your headlight, the heat and all these things, you see me?
Headlight, indicator signal, horn, key.
Yeah, should take you down in front of the carbon fiber. Yeah. Yeah, man, say thing I glisten.
Yo, Bebo, where you at, bro?
Yo,
Time is ticking.
we put on some brand new rubber coat on, you know, see that? Oh my. And then line them still in it. Yeah, man.
Nah, it's gonna be fun, bro. No, nothing, where it's staying, who's here, who I'm gonna race, what the fastest car is. I had no research, nothing on the country Jamaica. I was just in it because I'm just that type of person. You know, I'm just very spontaneous. If something is, you know, I feel I can do it, I'll just do it. Next rollage will be in Jamaica, West Indies. Jamaica, I'm coming. So that car was shipped in. The craziest part of the story is the day the car was released, which was May 22nd, 2022. That was the day before cash days that we were keeping. It was an event that Brian was keeping. I got the car out to container. I did one pull on East Queen Street, downtown Kingston, right by South Camp Road, which went viral. Remember, that was the first time we started the car.
Yeah.
I did a pass and everybody said, boom, you know, it's great. They were like speechless with the way the car came out the container. Come on, down already. Little after the first pull, which was around 9:30 p.m., at 2:30 in the morning, that same, you know, that day, we blew the engine.
Wow. A couple hours later.
A couple hours later, the engine blew. I think the motor's gone. What? Stock motor just blew, bro. That's it. Serious? And use the same clip for Instagram.
Press record.
Oh, you got the light. Yeah, I'm just trying to see something.
There's a video out there with you looking like so distraught, like
Yeah, literally, I had tears from my eyes.
Tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock, we up and out.
Already?
And start to go where we are going.
So all we do, bring it to the shop, tear it though.
Good man, like that.
Yeah, man.
All them things.
It hurts so hard because it's like you had this whole build-up, this whole expectation of, okay, cool, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, it's gonna play out like this, it's gonna play out like that, and it gets crushed. I got crumbled. Like, that was one of the most devastating feelings I've ever felt in life, because it was something I was looking forward to.
at that point, why didn't you, I mean, like, throw in the towel, like, just call it a day?
I kind of did, and this is, one-on-one with you guys can actually see because I can speak on it. Nobody really knows, finally we can actually tell the truth, not even the truth, but just express what really went on. At that point I said, you know what, does this make sense? Why did that happen? Is it a sign? You start questioning yourself because it's something that never happened before, and it doesn't happen every day. How many people ship a car somewhere and within 5 hours, 10 hours, whatever you're above, or 12 hours, the engine blows? It's not something common.
So, get in the car, went to the dyno that night, engine blew.
Right.
What was going through your mind? Should I import another engine? What was your initial thought?
The initial thought was everyone in Jamaica reached out to me. And that's where I saw that, hey, Jamaica has a loving side.
Okay.
I had people ready to lend me engines. That's the first day I met Spoon.
Okay.
Spoon is the builder of Mayweather version 2. So people were helping me out. They said, listen, we'll give you an engine. We'll give you my place. Big up Simtech. Simtech gave me his shop. Listen, you guys can stay there. If you need tools, you need this, you need that, we'll even give you an engine out of one of the cars. They said, listen, he came so far, we want to see this car run.
Wow.
We tried. I took the engine out, I did this, I did that. I only had, literally, remember it was the day before the race. I had 24 hours to get this done. Less than that. It was probably 16 to 12 hours. Mind you, I haven't slept in 2 days.
Wow.
So we kept going. We had the motor, we had to get the gearbox, this and that. I went home to sleep. I said, listen, we got to get sleep. Mind you, he's in St. Mary?
Yeah.
Okay, so we were in St. Mary. Remember, we stay in Kingston, Portmore side, down over there. You're talking an hour and a half trip. So we said, listen, let's stop. It was 5:30 in the morning. Let's go home, get some sleep. We'll come back around 12.
Okay.
We came back around 3. The event is the next day, 9 a.m. So you would have to finish our car from 3 to 9 a.m. and still have sleep to operate as a human. I just got so depressed, I just said, I can't do it, I give up. And I gave up.
No, knowing 45,
Yes.
it's hard to imagine
To digest that I give up.
Right.
So I did give up with them, doing the motors and stuff like that to get it running. But I didn't give up though, completely. That's when the whole thing went viral of me bringing my car to the track, and I pushed the car all the way down Vernonfield because I said I shipped my car here to make a pass on Vernonfield.
On Vernon, local soil.
That was the reason why I did it.
Oh, okay.
I don't care how it did it. The car still did the pass at David. Some people laughed at me. Some people said, this guy's crazy, yo. I'm an idiot. He's this, he's that. I knew what I wanted. You can't, look at someone, right, wrong, even neutral for how they feel. If that's the way they feel and that's their belief, that's them. There's a reason behind it. You can have your opinion, but it's to yourself. You can't say that guy's doing something wrong. I did what I did. Once I got the love from that, the videos went viral and all, I said, no. We're gonna rebuild.
And then the process started.
And that's when the process started. My first race was with Yellow, with the Ready G.
Yeah.
So like I said, we just assembled back the car.
Okay.
We wanted to test.
Okay.
So in America, where we race, testing means if I'm with a car or whatever, it's not an official race no matter what happens. Win, lose, or draw. We're not looking at it as a victory or a defeat.
Okay.
It's more of we're testing
Like a
vehicles.
friendly. It's like a friendly.
Right, we're just testing the vehicles. If you want to come down with me, I'm trying to get data on my car.
Gotcha.
You want to come down? Let's
Okay.
do this.
Okay.
Big commotion. My intercooler pipe cracked, had a hole in it, which I had a boost leak and the car was breaking up as seen in the videos over a year ago. We defeated him. Yo, dead, yo. I said, whoa. I didn't know if it was a race. I raced you with street tires, bro. The first race, I never even changed my tires because I just wanted to get data. I raced how I drove up. I had street tires against a car with slicks, no matter if it has 100 horsepower or 1,000. They still have a better tire.
Okay.
I'm already, the underdog. So just clearing data.
Okay.
His car beat me. I let off. So when I let off, I say, you know what, just let him win. Because
Okay.
I'm not going to chase it down the cars, breaking up. We have in-cam videos.
Right.
Let him win. But they're going to say, excuse. If you let off the gas, that means that you stopped the war. I stopped, battling my battle. Fast forward to that, I said, listen, cool, let me try again. I put tires on, and I raced my friend Nick, which is Nick Lou.
Okay.
Nick said, no problem, I'll try you. So let me put slicks on. I did the same thing. The car did the same thing.
Okay.
Obviously, when you're doing testing, this is how you get trial and error. You find out issues. We then said, listen, no, there's something wrong with this car. Took the tires back off. His car beat me. And then that was it. It was the biggest thing. Oh, this guy has junk. He brought junk into the country. The car don't perform. He doesn't know what he's doing. You start jumping to conclusions.
Okay.
Went back to the drawing board. Will found out what was wrong with the car from Will Motorsports. And he fixed the pipe.
Did all the chatter, all that was happening all around the social media,
Yeah.
all the negative stuff,
Yeah.
would you say that they somewhat
Yes, motivated.
motivated
You
you?
didn't even have to say it, yes. Yeah, because I just said it's to the point where now, you know what? I'm going to show them what I'm about.
Did you have anybody in particular in mind when you said any front wheel drive? Did you do any research to say?
No, absolutely not. I'm saying it on camera, no clue. I knew nothing about the fastest car, who has the fastest car, what cars do, nothing. It's a Honda with a front wheel drive. I don't want to see it. I'll
Yeah?
pull up to the next lane. That's how it should be. I have the same platform as you.
People would say you're very ambitious because you're going to war and not do your research. What made you just you wanted the fastest? Is it because of your personality?
Right, I'm very competitive. It's just, I can lose. I mean, the first two races I came with my red car. I mean, car had malfunctions, but I lost. I'm not scared to say that, but it wasn't a race though, because I didn't look at it the way they looked at it. I had street tires on a car versus slick. I don't think nobody here would do that right now. If there's two cars at the track now, you think someone would race a car with a slick with street tire? Absolutely not. I would, because I just wanted to get my data. I wanted to look at my wideband, see if the fuel was right. Let me see how much boost I'm building. Let me see if the gearbox is shifting. It's just, let's see what's going on. But I learned the hard way. Next time I just test by myself.
What was next? What happened next?
Went back to the drawing board. Like I said, Will Motorsports fixed the car.
Okay.
And I did some street testing by myself. Even went to Vernon, tested by myself with slicks. The ar was ready to go. I then made a call out.
Okay.
As you saw the video that went viral, I was at the track and I said, listen, anybody has next lane. Listen to me and listen to me very carefully. I am ready. Any front wheel drive in Jamaica, I want to see who's going to step up to the plate. How about that? I'm ready to go. Any front wheel drive in Jamaica country got next lane. I'll fly back in just to put this car any side. You pick any lane you want. Let's race. 2 weeks later, we had Seymour. that stepped up. Remember, me and Seymour tried.
Oh,
He hurt his
okay.
engine. I broke my gearbox. I was talking to Dimmy too.
Oh, okay.
And I said, he said, I have a car that wants to race you. I said, right now. I'll be there tomorrow, right now. 9 p.m. we talked.
Where were you at 9 p.m.?
New York, United States of America, at my house. I flew into Jamaica. I was there 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning
Wow.
the next day. So within 12 hours, I was there. Getting the car ready, showed up to race. King of Mexico was after that. So I said, you know what, since I can get a race, locked in or whatever it was, trying to call people out, like how we do in America. We call you out, we meet somewhere, we race.
And there's not, because of the culture, the racing culture in America.
Right.
That's perfectly normal. That's
Happens every day. You can call someone at 2:30, even 9 o'clock at night, in multiple states. I want to race you tonight, and the people will meet up and race. We don't use events for racing.
got you.
It's all grudge races 24/7. That's just the street race. That's where I came from. Here now, when I came and I says, hey, you have a car, I have a car, you race your car, I race my car. Why can't we race each other now? Why do we have to wait 3 months for an event?
Okay.
And people thought, whoa, hip hype. You're taking it the wrong way.
Okay.
It's competition. And that's what brought that stigma of, I'm a show off, I'm hype, him this, him that. And I kind of learned it as I was going to embrace it rather than react back towards it, because I could react back, yo, what do you mean, just that hostile. It's just, I learned to embrace how they do it. So you know what, let me move a different way. That way it will show a different way. So I said, listen, if no one wants to race me, I'm just going to pop up at one of their events and they won't even know. So literally you lock the gate, you can't go nowhere. You're not going to pay your 15 grand or whatever, 7 grand to go into an
And then
event
back out.
and not race. Like,
Correct.
I have to race. So that was my way of trying to get back in with no
Okay.
talk. I wasn't talking, no nothing, just show pow. And I was there. So I even got my ticket purchased through, I'll even bring it up now because it's all over. I beat the record, it's all over. But I called Spaceship and I said, Spaceship, listen, I need, a ticket to this event. Can you, link with the dude? And I'm not in Jamaica, I was in the States. And Spaceship was, yeah, man. So he bought my ticket and he had my ticket for me. And when I flew in, I had my spot. And, Bebo dealt with the whole thing with him. And, so once I knew I had my ticket and my spot locked, nobody knew until about 7 o'clock that morning. The cat came out the back because they saw me. So I was there and I just parked up. I was there just sitting, no talk, no long talk. So we did. Will, all of us there, Bebo, Blacker, and we had the tent set up, everything. I was ready in race mode. So I said, I did my test passes in the beginning and I just park. Event starts. Boom. So, round 1. The next thing too is that the way they do flagging here, the light system wasn't working right.
Okay.
So they just had to make it work. You
Right.
make it work in Jamaica. The first race at the event was me, and I think his name was
Blue?
Blue. Yeah, Blue.
Okay.
That was the first race ever in Jamaica for me on a competition level.
Okay.
So the first race ever on a competition level, the flagman didn't ask me if I was ready.
Okay.
So, if you're flagging because the timing system is, messing up,
Right.
you have to say, hey, competitor number 1, are you ready? He's going to say, yes, cool. Competitor number 2, are you ready? Yes, all right. You straighten up and you drop your hand. You got to pick the start, and them things. I learned a lot in Jamaica, so
Yeah, man.
I embrace it. He left, and I was like, oh my God, you can
What's
see my
that mean?
in-cam. I said, wait, the race is on? So I just left, and I'm here chasing him down. He had to be ahead of me at least 7 cars. And I closed the 7-car gap and beat him by quarter of a car. First race.
How did you feel at that point though? Did you feel
I
like
got pumped up.
you had it in?
I got pumped
You
up.
got pumped up.
Yeah, because I said, no, this ain't
Redemption.
going down. This ain't going down like this. Yeah, I said, no problem. I learned now. So now I understand how this thing is going to work. I was just firm with everyone. I said, listen, if you don't ask me if I'm ready, I ain't moving.
Okay.
You have to.
Okay.
And they respected it. Because I said, if you don't ask him if he's ready, you know, I want clean racing. Let's let the boat cars leave. We, you know, another round, beat the other competitor. And in the last round, the second to last round, it was me and Ziggy with the single cam.
Okay.
I had issues with my car that day too, but I can say it now because they'll believe me because I proved myself. My throttle wasn't opening all the way. So the car would only have 76, 78% throttle. It wasn't 100. So the race with me and Ziggy, it wasn't full throttle. So he, you know, click, click, click. He was out ahead of me about maybe 2 cars. He let off the gas. Wasn't suspecting that I'm coming. I was in it complete till the end. I beat him by half a car, and he was ahead of me by 2.5 cars. Game was on. I won. I never lost that day. 11. We had the finals where me and him went back in, and I'll get to that. Very weird. Jamaica racing. It's not allowed in America. Like, I've never seen it. If you lose in competition, you can't buy yourself back in. Found it a little weird, but I let it go. You know, so okay, hey, I lost. I'm gonna buy myself back into the rounds.
Okay.
That can't happen at Drag Rivals. You know, or one of these, you know, sanctioned events here in Jamaica. So I said, whoa, I gotta race him again? Okay. No problem, bro. Let's go. So we're going up, boom, boom, boom. So from what I'm hearing, the left lane is the better lane out of the two at King of Mexico. So I just said, all right, no problem. I'm going up. I'm going to go to my left lane. They were like, no. You have to flip for the lane. I said, you know, everyone, respectfully, understand how the sport works. I won every race here today. Right? Right. I have the call on lane. I didn't lose. If I lost, I could understand. So if you lost, I have the lane choice. And flip the coin. I said, I won't race. I'll just go home. They calmed it down, and they said, all right, cool, give him the left lane. So I didn't care what lane I raced in. I don't care. I just did it just to kind of like, you know, in racing, there's a lot of mental. You have to understand the mental state in racing when you're coming into competition. We've been doing it a long time, so I studied mental factors. You know, so if you trigger something in the beginning and something sits at ease, the person's not themselves. You know, it's just maybe it's just me. I don't know, but I know like professional racers. I know how, you know, this is how we vision things. It's not done intentionally to hurt anyone or anything. It's just it's the sport. So I said, all right, cool. Let me hit the beehive. Right? Hey, I want left lane. Whoa, right. Gotta flip a coin. How? I won every race. He lost. He had to pay you money to re-race. And I can't have a shot. I can't call. Okay. Sat a little at ease. Whatever. So I know inside he's huffing and puffing or he's angry or whatever. And that's, you know, just sport-wise. This isn't sport-wise. Ziggy's, for me and him are very, very close. Yeah. But we had to do the race. And the race was him versus me. Okay. We get off. I launched ahead of him. My reaction was further than him. Got out, shifted second. When he went to shift third, he missed the gear.
And what happened next?
I clicked my fourth gear, race was over, and I was, you know, awarded the King of Mexico. So the first event that I showed up on, I won. I got a phone call. Hello? Yes. How can I help you? You looking for the King of Mexico? Yes, this is him. How can I help you? I'm sorry. I can't speak right now, you know, but that's me.
I realized that after the event, you already had a shirt. Right? You already had a shirt. Yeah. Or was it that you asked somebody to leave the track to go print a shirt and come back for you?
The shirt was in my glove box from the first race. When I pulled up there, I curled the shirt up and I put it in my glove box. And what the shirt says was 45 NYC, King of Mexico. I felt that I was going to win. As I felt I was going to break the record that day. I felt I was going to win King of Mexico. And I did.
What was the next big thing?
Yeah, Drag Rivals won.
Drag Rivals won? Yeah. All right. And that was just like...
That was a few weeks later. I took the red car there. Okay. We actually hurt the motor the first day. We kicked the rod. This is the Saturday. Went back to the drawing board. Everybody said, listen, we got a spare. Remember, I was prepared now. Brought a new motor in. I had everything in stock, everything. Motor blew, boom. Get it back to the shop. Blacka and CJ, they both, overnighter, popped a new motor in. put the gearbox in. I put a PPG in, dog box for the first time ever, and we went back out there. When we went back out there, I wasn't able to make the competition because I didn't qualify, but I was allowed to race the grudge matches.
Okay.
I got one pass and one pass only there.
Yeah.
The car ran 9.4 with a malfunction timing system. Something went wrong, and it was the wrong reading.
Okay. Okay.
Red car ran 9.4 on the board.
Okay.
Big controversial going on. Whoa, right. If you saw people's expression, whoa.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe it.
Okay.
It was a time malfunction, but I said, I don't care about time. I'm still waiting. Any front wheel drive. Let's go. Let's do this.
Okay.
People started to take it more serious.
Do you think that malfunction worked for you or against you?
Didn't do anything. I just kind of think that it made it questionable. Because people, is it true? Is it not true? Did it run 9.8? Did it run 10.0? Did it run 9.1? I don't know what this car is about. And that's when it started, raising questions.
Controversial.
Next
big thing for 45, what was that?
Same car, same setup. I actually had a Challenger, which was John's. So I had actually a money race that was supposed to happen in a grill that was at King of Shores. I'm sorry, Jam West. King of Shores event.
Okay.
And car was ready to go. We probably would have broke the record there or very close to it at that day.
Yeah?
With that car, yeah.
Okay.
I remember I even spoke to you about that. I said, this red car's ready to go. This car would definitely either break the record or it's going to be close today. Got one pass out the car, the axle broke, and I couldn't source an axle in the country.
No, that was another controversial thing. Because people, word on the street, boy, because him know, say, boy, John's not going to beat him, so he make excuse.
I made an excuse to break my axle on purpose, just so I wouldn't race him. I was told that by multiple people. And I said, I paid a plane ticket, I paid record, I bought race fuel, I paid my admission, I got hotel. Like, I'm spending all of these thousands of dollars here in Jamaica to then say, hey, well, my axle doesn't work.
Okay.
So, like I said, let me rephrase, because I said I couldn't find a country, couldn't source an axle in the country of Jamaica. Let me rephrase that. I could not source an axle the day at the track when I needed it. Maybe someone had it here, but
made in reality, you did get some axles, however...
Oh, they weren't like my USD axles.
Got you.
The US axles in here were different.
Okay.
The cup. And the cup was shorter.
Oh, okay. And so, you decided to call it quits.
Threw in the towel. Done, yeah.
How did you feel to know that you were so close to the record, but
same situation.
Still
very discouraging. Came all this way to be stopped by an axle.
Now, I'm going to ask this question again. Why didn't you throw in the towel then? What is it?
Because the talk that these people kept saying, I'm like, how can you say something like this? Like over and over. I did the King of Mexico. I showed a quarter of myself. Like I blew an engine at this event, Drag Rivals 2. New motor, new gearbox. Within 12 hours, back out there again. Car ran perfect. And I'm still not accepted, or still not, believed in.
Right, okay.
So I said, I'm like, you know what? There's only one way out of this. Right? I said the one way out of this, I'm going to give it all I have. Every single bit that I have within hands reach, mental reach, resources reach, I'm just going to do it.
Well, 45. Here's the thing, right? You could have simply bought an 8-second car in the States
and ship
it down.
Correct. Yeah. And that crossed my mind multiple times.
Wow.
And multiple times.
Wow.
But it wouldn't have had the same effect to show the journey and how hard it took me to earn this.
Got you.
Another thing, I was going to ship a shell down from the States, which was one of mine, ship it in, and then, put the car together here.
Okay.
Crossed my mind a couple of times. I said, nah, not doing that. I'm going to buy the car in Jamaica. I'm going to build the car in Jamaica. And I'm going to race the car in Jamaica.
Let's backtrack a little, because that's the real juice of this interview.
Right.
But we want to take it in stages. So after King of Shores, you
Went back to the drawing board.
Went back to the drawing board again.
Again.
What was next?
I just said, listen, I'm going to give it all I got, like I said before. And that's when I said, I'm going to source another chassis.
Oh.
And I said, I'm going to go, like I said, I'm going to do whatever it takes.
Oh, so that at that point was the turning point.
Yeah, that's where it transitioned.
Ah.
That's where the whole, number one type of mindset came in, that there's just, listen, what I'm going to do now, it's going to have an impact.
All out.
Yeah, I wanted the impact to be so massive, I had to give it all I had.
Now, people may wonder, why didn't you use the red car? I mean, were there limit? What? I mean, you tell me. What were there?
There wasn't limitations. I could have broke the record with my red car chassis.
Okay.
And I think everyone here now, seeing the way that this Mayweather version 2 is responding, how it's behaving, they can say, I can vouch for what this guy's saying. That car is going to go, in the 8s.
Okay.
870, 880, around that area.
Okay.
So with a car that weighs approximately, let's just say 800 pounds difference.
Okay.
Obviously, 800 pounds is massive.
Correct.
So if a car is going 8.6, that car has to go 9.2, 9.3, even 9.4. I mean, because I'm a realistic person. Even if it went 9.5, it's within 1/10 of where the record used to be, where it was prior.
Right.
That's very impressive. I mean, my car's a street car, power windows, power door locks, radio, heat. I was gonna put air conditioning. Going, front-wheel drive record.
Now, was that the point when you fully scope up now front wheel drive record?
Yes.
Was that was the point?
Yes.
Okay. And so the work started.
Right. Trying to source a left-hand drive car here was a little difficult for me.
Okay.
As people know, Jamaica is a right-hand drive, dominant country. Japanese vehicles.
Mainly. Correct.
Mainly. U.S. vehicles are rare. They're here, few and far, but
Yeah, as I said, very rare.
Can I drive right-hand drive? Yes, I can.
Okay.
I can race it, but obviously you're comfortable driving left-hand. Took a little while. Took about a month, 2 months to source a left-hand drive car. So I
Okay.
kind of had to settle for what we found.
Okay.
The Mayweather version 2, it's not the best chassis. Been crashed, chassis twisted, it's rotten everywhere, rusted everywhere. Subframe is held on by 2 bolts. We had to weld the subframe to the. I'm gonna do a full video of this car when I come back to Jamaica, of
Okay.
inside, outside, even the transitions of what it took to build up.
Okay.
The car had to go to a frame machine,
Wow.
a body shop, and they pulled the driver's side shock tower. Still have the receipt too that I paid the
What?
money. Yeah.
Wow.
I think it was 70,000 or 60,000 it cost to get that chassis pulled, because the wheel was so far back. When you put a slick on, it was hitting the fender, couldn't even drive. It didn't affect the way the car was originally, because it had a 13-inch diameter rim, which had room still between the fender. Even if it was 2 inches, you could still turn without no.
Right.
You
You
had
have
clearance.
enough clearance.
Right.
Okay.
Wheel
Okay.
Motorsports picked up the car, towed it, brought it back to his shop, and the work begun. This was a full interior car, heat, dashboard, seats, power. Windows. It was a complete stock. EG, not even suspension on it.
Wow.
Stock suspension. And fast forward, we just transformed this thing.
Okay.
We cut the car up for lightweight. What else did we do? That was pretty much it. We really didn't modify the chassis much. Chassis sits the same way I got it. We just did weight
you
reduction.
added cage.
Yeah, we did. We added the cage for protection. Thank God. That was really it. There's stock fenders, stock, bonnet, stock trunk, stock everything stock.
Now, in typical 45 fashion, using your red car as an example
of my presentation of myself.
right. I even saw you at Jamwest washing the red car.
Before my pass.
Right. We know when that's how that's 45 when it comes on to your vehicles.
I take pride in anything I do. Anything. Just that you guys know me for being, behind the wheel of a car, but anything I do, it's either the best or I don't want to be involved. It's just, I'm that hard on myself,
Now, looking at Mayweather 2, persons may ask,
Why?
why? Is he going to go three-piece front necks, and is he going to, put it in red, or is he going to respray it, or let me ask you, what?
The car is going to sit just the way it is. I'm not going to do anything else to it. I'm just showing you. So I'll show you some sincere one-on-one with people that are in this sport. So you have people that can afford it. You have some people that are just getting by with it. You have some people that can't do anything, but they all are in the same sport. So a guy that has a car with a shell that doesn't have a motor sitting in his driveway, even if it sits for 10 years, he's still in the sport of racing because he can go tinker with it in his driveway.
True.
He can still relate to the guy that has, $10 million car here in Jamaica because they still share the same passion of a turbocharge, a wire harness, a tire upgrade, a seatbelt upgrade. The reason why I built this car particularly because every single person on the planet Earth, the globe, can relate to this car. It has speed. It's fast. So the guys with the clean top tier cars that is fast and speed, hey, he can relate to that. He can still have a conversation pertaining to my car.
Correct.
A guy that's just making only making 50,000 Jamaican dollars a month, or $100,000 a month, he can relate to me because he's gonna say, whoa, the guy put tape on his fender.
Tie strap.
I had my tie strap just like that, and it held my headlight.
Correct.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's a car that everyone can relate to. Then you have another guy, man, my car, it runs well, or it runs perfect, but doesn't look good.
Correct.
So that's like the median, like a middle class person wouldn't say.
Correct.
So that's why I built this car.
So it's best of both worlds because you have the red car.
All worlds. Right, all. Because
All worlds
everyone can
relate. Correct.
There's no, this car come from foreign, like this, that.
No, but yes, that's another point. So the car was bought here, you mentioned.
The car was bought in Jamaica, the car has fitness here in Jamaica. It's titled here in Jamaica.
Okay.
The car was manufactured as far as, built.
Built, right.
To race specs here in Jamaica.
Right.
By, Jamaicans.
People. Okay.
Jamaicans that are in the sport. Spoon, Blacker, and CJ.
Right.
Also Will Motorsports.
Nigel. So it's a Jamaican car.
Right, and I'm going to make it a little more clearer. I had the same resources with that build that everyone else here in the entire island, Jamaica, had. Because all of our parts they're imported.
Correct.
Everybody's parts.
Right. No, right. Parts are not made here.
Correct.
All right.
The chassis was already here, was driven, and this was here already. I didn't bring it in. The work, the skill,
right,
craftsmanship,
correct,
the ideas, the long hours, I give up, I don't want to do this, the sleepless nights, the cuts, the boo-boos on your fingers, you name it, was all done by people here in Jamaica and happened here in Jamaica.
Correct.
So for that car to break the record, it's bigger than what even people think it is. I use the same resources.
How do you view this win? Do you view it as a win for United States? I mean, or do you view it as a win for Jamaica and United States?
I view it as a win for the world. It's not just the United States and Jamaica that watches this. It's not me only, it's not Jamaica. You could have someone from England, someone in Russia, we can have someone in Antigua, Trinidad, Barbados, St. Lucia, Grenada, Guyana. All these people motorsports exist in all these places.
Correct.
So whoever watches me, myself, my journey, my behavior, my performance, my passion, my drive, my accomplishments, this relates to everyone. So when you said, is it to a win between Jamaica and United States? I disagree. It's a win for the world. It just shows the dedication, hard work. Like if you do it, you can get it done.
I remember calling you. Was it Friday?
When was the
or
event?
Saturday?
No, you called me Thursday.
Thursday.
Yes, you called me Thursday.
I called you Thursday and I asked you about grudge matches because.
Am I interested in any grudge matches that I would like to race anyone in Jamaica for this event?
Correct.
And what was my answer to you?
And you responded, no.
My answer was completely direct, no.
Right. You wanted to win. You wanted to break
The record.
front, yeah.
Correct. And I'm glad you called me because, you talked to me about that. This isn't, staged or nothing. You really called me. And my first reaction to you with the tempo, my whole demeanor, directly was, no, I don't want to race anymore. Because I knew if I did what I wanted to do, how I did it, and it played out the way how I wanted to play out, it would have the impact on what I wanted, how it to be, for my impact to be.
You find a lot of people believe that you could do it? I'll be honest with you on camera. I did not believe that you would do it now.
Okay.
And that's me being honest.
I take that.
Right? I know you have the potential to.
Right.
But, the car had some, like the last meet you came out.
Yeah. Never drove the car in my life. Car goes left, car goes right, gearbox blew up,
Right. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah. But people should have knew from then, if you're a real car enthusiast and you understand timing equipment and understand performance of a vehicle and how it, functions. I ran 10.7 with 2.25 gears. Car half, all over the track. First gear, spinning, left, right. Second gear, spinning, left, right. Click third, on the ramp, gearbox explodes. The car just rolls the rest of the track. It went 10.7 at like 90-something miles an hour.
Okay.
These cars are supposed to track 160 to 170 miles an hour.
Correct.
So if you add 70 miles an hour to that pass, we're not just going to get, a 10.2. You're going to knock off almost a full second and a half.
Something I realized with you, you pay keen attention to data.
Yes. Yeah.
And you're calculated. It's not the first. I mean, we talk and you said to me, based on data, X plus Y equals Z.
Right. Well, you need the data to go back to the drawing boards. You can't go back to a drawing board and there's nothing. You have a blank board.
Just to add to that, I remember before Wayland ran that 9.8, you told me that he was going to run 9s.
Yes, I shouted to you in the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did say it.
Yep.
And right after Wayland ran 9.8, you actually said 9.8,
I said the time before you got the ticket printed.
You told me 9.8, and he did 9.8.
Right. The ticket didn't even print yet, and I called the time before you saw it.
No, I don't. Was it a lucky hunch? Was it?
Yeah, of course. I'm not a mind
a psychic. Because I was about to ask for the lot of numbers,
Man, if I had that, glass ball, I would have did what I did, this past weekend a year ago. I wouldn't have went through all the, the headache,
the journey.
Heartache,
it's a part of the journey, though, bro.
Man, I wouldn't wish it on nobody. What I went through.
Yeah, but that 9.8, I was very shocked.
That was a wake-up call for the industry as well. Because,
for
Jamie
sure.
Marsh, big up Jamie Marsh. I have to, one of the biggest additions to my journey. He joined the team, or I should say family. He's like family, like we're like brothers now. He joined the team, I want to say December of 2022. He joined on the transition.
Got you.
And me and him together, or all of us together, the team. It's man,
winning formula, you'd say.
I'm telling you, it's beyond that. It's chemist. It's just like a chemistry. We really, really have a bond that is like one of a kind, even beyond racing. Just texting every day, we call each other. It's just, it's like brothers.
Got you.
So when we're out there and we're doing what we're doing, it's like, all right, cool, you got this. All right, I'm gonna do this, and it's like, man, it's tag team.
Now let's talk about the part that I guess everyone watching this video has been waiting for. Coming into this event, did you really expect that this would be the event that you'd break the record? Yes.
I didn't expect the first pass ever me and the car would do it though.
Okay.
I knew the car would do it. I knew it. Without a doubt. If all went well as it went. Anything can happen in a pass.
Correct.
The funny thing is, the first pass, so I had 3 passes ever in my life in this car.
What?
Up to the record. The first pass was when you witnessed 1, 2, and the gearbox exploded.
Yeah.
Boom. First pass ever in the car.
Wow.
The second pass was the first pass of the Saturday qualifications for Drag Rivals 3, which was this past weekend. That was my second pass ever in the car. 1, 2, boom, the charge pipe blew off, the intercooler pipe. That's why the car ran 10 seconds. I just let off. I knew something was wrong. Brr, brr. Let's go back to the pit, let's look at it.
Okay.
They said, yo, the pipe fell off. Put the pipe back on, everything is good. I said, this is it. You know?
Yeah.
Didn't know this is it to the record. This is it to, hey,
we're getting everything.
We're here, 9.6. I thought the car ran 9.6.
You knew it ran 9s though.
Oh my God, the in-cam video, I knew it. I said, no, that was a 9-second pass. You know, I said, we have a 9-second car in Jamaica now. I knew it. I came back around.
Yes.
And when they said 9-1, I don't even know what I saw. I'm talking like, you know, I had my friend Slick there that flew in from America. Like, I hugged this guy, jumped on. He was like, yo. I'm like, bro, like, you know, this is some, you know, serious accomplishments here. This is history. So Kent T gave him 5. You know, I saw Church. I saw Motorsports right there. I saw, you know, Will was right
Lifestyle.
next to me. Lifestyle was right there. Lifestyle was right there too. And I'm like, oh my God, like, I just couldn't believe it. We could actually put it in the clip. We could just, you know,
yeah, man, I'll add it.
I'll show you my reaction to when, you know, it happened.
How do you explain that feeling? Like, you broke the record.
Yeah, it
like
the way it happened. I want to say, like, it's like God said, you know what? Let me make this one easy, because everything was hard. It was just so easy. Meaning, it was the first pass ever in the car for the day. Yeah. First full pass.
Correct. Okay.
Ever out of the car, we broke the record.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it.
9. And here's the thing, for those watching, the national record was 9.3. You move it to a 9.1.
Yeah, pushed real far.
Not just a 9.30 or a 9.2 or
Right.
9.1.
Right.
I mean, that's like knocking poop, 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 on 8 seconds.
Correct.
What do you think about Tevar? I mean, Tevar was very impressive over the weekend as a front-wheel drive.
Right.
You guys have pretty much similar platform, K-Series.
We're referring to Grizzly.
Grizzly,
guys, you know,
for guys watching.
AKA, yeah.
Right.
So, what I learned with Grizzly, he's a very nice person. You know, this guy's like, he's great. He's a great guy. After my accident, came to me, you know, gave me a hug, you know, stuff like that. And says, dude, you know, like, glad everything's good, glad everything's safe, you know, because he's going through the same thing I'm going through. You know, trapping 160, 170 on these cars, it's not a light speed. What I did notice is that he's a competitor like I am. He loves competition.
Okay.
The first pass, this man flew back and forth from Miami to Jamaica to go get rims the day before the event.
Yep.
That's something I would do.
Yeah.
You know, so what I will say pertaining to him is, I know I pushed him even further than where he would have been. Not saying that it's because of me.
No. I know. On camera,
right.
I'll definitely agree with you.
Okay, right. Because I know certain things are worded certain ways.
I'll definitely agree with you.
He's his own man. He has his own race car. He does what he does. He'll go 8s one day. You know what I mean? He'll go 9-0. He'll do 9-1. But presently, what's going on in the sport, just my presence gives that spice, yo. I'm gonna go better. I'm gonna do better.
But you know what they say, 45, that competition, you know, breeds success, you know.
Right.
Like,
listen to this. My, you know, definition of that is competition brings good racing.
No, that works too.
Right. So
Yeah,
if
yeah.
this guy is so damn good, I'm gonna keep going back and back and back to the drawing board until I get gooder or better. So even if he keeps going, I'm in a better place than where I was the last time because I'm looking at this guy.
There you go.
That's it.
In relation to the former record holder, you know, Mr. Xavier Murray,
Yep.
this national front wheel drive record was set in 2017,
Right.
which is 5 years
That's a
standing,
long time, man. That's a long time.
right? A lot of people have said it before that I'm going for the record
Yes.
for whatever reason.
Yeah.
You know, may not have been as successful as yourself, but they tried.
Right.
Now, in breaking this record, do you now feel like you have a target on your back? Like,
I would hope I do. You know, because that's gonna bring better racing. You know, it's just I'm just not the excuse my French, but the guy. I'm not, you know, gonna be, you know, I beat you, I this, I that. You know, you can't talk to me. It's not me. You know, I'm just being real on camera. It's like it's bringing the sport here in Jamaica to a level of where it never was. And I'm not saying that it's all because of me, but I'm just showing that it's just changing
it is.
the sport. You know, now
is.
everyone is looking after traction. Everybody wants to hook up. Everybody wants to, you know, hey, what can I do to do this? Or they're a little more focused on their race platform or their race, you know, program.
Somebody said to me that even with the production, even with the camera, the new camera angles and stuff,
Yeah.
it's almost like they're at World Cup.
Yeah, the Jamaican, I guess, race events. Since even I've been here in 1 year, I mean, this thing kind of feeling like I'm in. I mean, the sun and the heat.
With exception to the. with exception,
Listen,
yeah,
it's the
it's
desert
different.
out here. What was it? 100 something that day?
It was rough, bro. The weekend was
Yeah,
rough.
really. Sunday was really bad.
Yeah.
Temperatures had to be, I mean, the real feel had to be 110, 115, the real feel. Temperature had to be somewhere in the 90s, 98, 99.
Got you.
But yeah, no, the sport is getting great here. It's just we're bringing over some of the, you know, United States of America,
Got you.
you know, things that we do there.
Do you have a checklist like front wheel drive record? Tick. All wheel drive record? I mean, I don't know.
All-wheel drive record will be broken. Bebo will do it. He'll do it before me.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm thinking of doing it just so I could just make sure I can get, you know, another bucket checked or whatever, or bucket off the list.
All right. So let's mark this date. Today, as of recording of this interview, it's July 31st, 2023.
Right.
And because I realize you're somebody who you set goals,
And I crushed them, smashed them.
and that's why I think it's important for me to mention the date.
Right. And I use those words because it just shows that that's how serious I take it. Wording is everything. If you say something as in accomplished, you know, it's not the same as smash, meanwhile it's the same meaning. So if you tell yourself a certain way, you kind of act that certain way, you know, you kind of react a certain way. It's just ambition, man. Ambition is just different.
That fight you have though, bro, it's really a fight. And I call it fight because it's literally like fighting, like, you know, what you have accomplished could not be done just out of being complacent.
No.
You literally had to fight.
I'll be at the next event.
Okay.
This is Drag Rivals
4.
That's in October.
In October.
So I'll be out there again with the vehicle.
Okay.
The next outing will be going 8s. We're going into the 8-second club, front wheel drive in Jamaica.
Okay.
We would have done it, you know, this weekend that just passed, but you know, we crashed the car.
No, right. No, that's of course, you know, everybody is happy to know that you're myself
Yeah,
we're happy to know.
You had front row seats. I mean, your eyes were behind the camera.
Right. I have footage that nobody else sees.
Right.
So I can tell you.
Yeah.
Right. It what I saw.
It's what I saw.
Well, that's not good. That's definitely not good. But I mean, I'm happy we can laugh about it now.
Definitely.
But not to too dwell on it, but just tell us your experience for those of you that are planning to go fast.
Safety is big. I'm a little disappointed in myself because even in that race, I did not have my fire jacket on. So I kind of took the laxed outlook on how, like, let's say out here is a little different compared to the States as far as
techs and passing.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be the guide. I'm gonna be the laughing stock. You know, when they see me next time, I want people. Oh man, what's all this? I'm gonna be that guy.
Right.
You know, if I have to put my neck brace on, if I have to have my fire jacket,
got you.
This is serious.
No. Definitely.
This is serious. So
definitely.
next time out, I'm gonna have my my jacket on and stuff like that.
Full racing gears.
Full racing gear.
I want you to use this platform to just, encourage upcoming racers.
Safety is serious, and I just got a reality check that day. You keep taking it for granted, and it's these cars are no joke. It's about 170 miles an hour in any car. I don't care if it's front wheel drive, all wheel drive, in anything. 170 miles an hour on a jet ski, it's dangerous.
In a quarter mile. Wow.
So, like I said, I'm going to take it very serious. I'll never race that car again without my jacket and stuff like that.
Got you.
God forbid, caught on fire. It's just
right.
The burns could have been tamed to a minimum just for a jacket. You know what I mean? I had a T-shirt on.
And I mean, you're not the only racer who has had encounters at the top of the track.
Yeah.
But it's racing.
Yeah, anything could happen.
Right? It happens here. It happens
in the States.
Anywhere. It's racing.
I crashed, more than one time.
You were telling me.
Yeah, I crashed at World Cup with Mayweather version 1.
I hit
the wall, and I was at 150 something back then, maybe just under 160 as well.
Wow.
I hit the wall there and we crashed Mayweather.
Yeah. As I said, we're not dwelling on the accident, but I'm happy you're okay. The car is intact.
I didn't get to see it again, but from the team, they said that it's not bad. It's not terrible.
Okay.
We do need a set of rims and slicks, stuff like that. The back bushings on the back wheel blew out, I think, when it hit one of the tires.
Oh, okay.
It actually bent or broke something,
Okay,
from
so
the impact. But minor stuff.
The greatest thing is you're here.
Yeah. Come out, drag rival. Shout out to Ken T, trying to really bring this drag racing in Jamaica to a totally different level. I think he is the right guy for it, being that he has been, he races in the States as well. So he does understand both sides of platform to try to mesh to make one here. He's definitely the right guy for the platform to be behind it.
I know we could not end this interview without, I think people are expecting me to ask this question. Would you, 45, issue a call out to the past record holder?
As far as calling him out directly?
Yeah.
I wouldn't make a call out directly, but if I was challenged, I would never back down. It's not really, I don't want this to turn into a
right. I get you.
rivalry.
I get you. Respectfully.
Right. I'm a
sportsman.
Right. I'm a sportsman, but I'm more of like a influencer. Like people that are watching this, they're gonna say, "Wow, if he did it, I can do it." So how did he do it? So every step that I do, every motion that I do or say, or I just have to not say be careful, but I just have to think outside the box. I really got to think on a widespread. I wouldn't say that I would call him out.
Okay.
But if
you were so
if I'm challenged, right, I accept challenges. I'm a competitor. So.
All right. Well, I mean, there's no other way to say it than how you said it a while ago.
Right.
So yeah, that's it.
That's it. We say in Jamaica, that is it. See.
But before we go, bro, I mean, I know you. In another couple of hours, you will be out of here.
Yeah, I gotta grab a flight.
All right. You, of course, you need an introduction. I need to say nothing more. But just tell us, like, about some of the stuff you have going on outside of Jamaica. Of course, I know that you're you're almost a citizen of Antigua, but big things down in Antigua happening for you.
Yeah.
You also have the second fastest
in the country,
front wheel drive in Antigua.
Right.
Now, is this a thing for making a stamp in
Each
Caribbean
country, right? I would love to. If I can, I would. I'm going to try, and let's see how it succeeds. I mean, so far so good.
Got you.
But I do have other, I'm going to be down in Grenada. I've been speaking with Jeremy Peters down there. I'm going to be down in Barbados. I have a couple links down there.
Okay.
St. Kitts and Nevis.
What?
I'm supposed to be there in September with the Red Car V2.
Okay.
And then we'll be back in Antigua in November for Legendary Drags.
Okay.
So we got some events coming up internationally, and then we'll be back here for October.
Wow.
So that's what I'm trying to explain to people. It's not like I'm not in one place, trying to do what I'm doing in multiple countries. It's not easy.
What if somebody watching this, they're intrigued?
Yep.
They'll be like, I want to be a part of, I want to support, I want to sponsor. Are you open for that sort of stuff? I know 45 is a brand,
Right. It's not even that though. So this is the thing, and I'm glad I didn't. I had multiple people reach out, that wanted to sponsor me, wrap the car, fun plane tickets, fun hotel stays, pay for rental cars just to have their name on the car, so that this camera here that's viewing me views them as well with what's going on. And I kind of, respectfully, I declined because it would just be another outlook of people saying that, it's because of such and such that helped him.
Okay.
That's why he did it.
Okay.
No. I did this on my own. I did it with the team. The driver and the owner of the car, but with Jamie, Will, Will Motorsports, Nigel, Spoon, Blacka, CJ. Who else is there? I got Barney built down in America. He helps me with the cars over there. Sometimes he helps me build parts there that we ship in here. RZA Boosted Performance is my parts supplier that I purchase parts from. So there is no. I think I probably got a sticker for free. Try to go in the car, or like a radiator cap for free. Nothing else came for the car. People wanted to sponsor, but I had to respectfully decline. Because I knew that if I did what happened last weekend, under the backing of any big company or something, they would say, nah, man, if we had that backing, we could do it too.
Okay.
And this and that. No, this was solo.
And it's not to be like hype. It's just that you want, I guess you want people to know that, listen, I'm doing this on my own. Like,
right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. The biggest thing. There's no help.
Got you. Well, with that said, you're the national record holder. Of course, I know your WhatsApp must be blowing up, your phone must be blowing up. How is it now? You've done it.
Yeah.
So is it that that has changed? Like, are you now more receptive to sponsorship now? Like,
I honestly don't know. I probably would consider. But it's not something I'm looking for. I'm not waking up, I need this company to do it. So,
Okay.
But this is big. This is massive. This is history forever in Jamaica. Like, forever.
Got you.
This is a legacy that was planted.
No, you're definitely down in the books.
Yeah.
That's definitely there.
Yeah.
Before we wrap up, any shout outs, any big ups, as we would say in Jamaica?
I say big up everyone that, contributes to this sport. All media outlets, motorsports, church, lifestyle. Who else is there?
Skunk Nation.
ATR Video takes great pictures. Nick Lou, my boy. Skunk Nation. He comes with me internationally. Majority of the time when I'm in Antigua, St. Kitts, he's there with me. So
Got you.
shout out to him. Huge. I can't express it enough. Jamie Marsh, it's just I can't. It's like unreal, the relationship. Like, it's just a bond. It's like we're one. Who else is there? I hope I don't forget any people. Barney. We got Will. We got CJ, like I said, Blacka.
Spoon.
Spoon.
And by the way,
Even
Spoon,
you know,
well, I mean,
876 Streets, Kedron.
Big up.
He's always behind the camera, you know, but gotta big him up.
Yeah, I mean, but Spoon travels on the note of Spoon.
Yeah,
Spoon travels with you.
Yeah, he travels with me as well.
Okay.
So we have a full race team now.
That,
you know, that we're
that's
ready
awesome though, bro.
we
Because
fly in, fly out.
that's awesome to know that that record, you know, was like a Jamaican mechanic. I mean, as you mentioned earlier,
That
it's
car,
Jamaican.
Listen to me. That Mayweather version 2 is both Ochi and Kingston built.
Straight.
That's it. There's no in between.
Straight.
There is no, oh, he's sending from here. It came with this, extra that, extra this. None of that. You know?
All right. Well,
Massive
I mean,
accomplishment.
definitely 45. I just want to thank you so much for making the time for this exclusive one-on-one. I mean, I know there's lots more that we could have said, but in the interest of time, you know, we try to keep it as to the point as best as we could.
Right.
And I definitely know that you have a lot more in store.
Right.
And I know your fans just, you know,
Waiting. They're on their toes.
Definitely.
We're going for 8s next. You know, we would have did it that day, but unfortunately we had the accident. But the next mission to accomplish is going 8 seconds in Jamaica with a front-wheel drive car. So I mean, the fastest Honda ever to touch Jamaica soil was Buju. So big up Buju. You know, his car's actually in Antigua now. But shout out to him. He did it with a 4-wheel drive. We're trying to do it with a 2-wheel drive. So I mean, if we can go 8.7, we'll be the fastest Honda on the island.
Well, not only that, I mean, that would probably drop you on some of the international ranks as well.
Oh yeah, that's true too. Yes.
You know, so
Yes.
you know, this thing is really big. You know,
if we can pull that off, it'll go into other
definitely
territories.
Definitely. 45. One love. Big up. Thank you so much, bro. Safe
No
travel.
problem, man. You got it.
Thank you for watching another video production of 876 Streets. Subscribing to our channel definitely means a lot to us. Thanks for your continuous support.